Hello guys, we are continuing our coverage of this amazing coding model from Mistral, the Codestral. In this video, we will be installing it on our local Windows system, and then I will be testing it out on various languages, from the well-known ones with the obscure ones. Before I do that, let me give you a very quick overview of this model, which has taken the world of AI by storm. This is the first ever coding model from Mistral, which is the French company behind stellar models like Mistral, Mistral 7 billion, and few others. Codestral is an open-weight generative AI model explicitly designed for code generation tasks. It helps developers write and interact with code through a shared instruction and completion API endpoint. It masters code and also English, by the way, and it can be used to design advanced AI applications for software developers. And we will be testing it out on some of the prompts. Codestral is trained on a diverse data set of 80 plus programming languages, and this is the first model which is covering so many languages in one go. It includes the most popular ones such as Python, Java, C, C++, JavaScript, SQL, and Bash. It also performs well on more specific ones like Swift, Fortran, Scala, and few others. This broad language base ensures Codestral can assist developers in various coding environments and projects. One of the immediate use case which even some companies have already started deploying is to convert the legacy code in languages like COBOL, Fortran into the modern ones like Python and Java. Codestral also saves developer time and effort. It can complete coding functions, write tests, and complete any partial code using a fill in the middle mechanism. Interacting with Codestral will help level up the developer's coding game and reduce the risk of errors and bugs. This model is also available on Hugging Face if you're interested, and I will drop the link to its project page in video's description too. One thing I wanted to show you is this one, especially Spider benchmark, where Codestral 22 billion has performed awesomely well. And by the way, it comes in two flavors, 22 billion and this smaller one, 7 billion one. If you look at this, sorry, no, this smaller one hasn't been released yet. So we will only be focusing on 22 billion. Apologies for the error. Now, if you look at the Codestral 22 billion one, which is available at the moment, on SQL benchmark or Spider benchmark, it has performed wonderfully well. The Spider benchmark is a standardized test for evaluating the performance of natural language processing and AI models on SQL databases during tasks such as, and SQL databases are Oracle, SQL Server, MySQL, Postgres, and the list goes on and on. And you can also query the NoSQL databases like MongoDB, DynamoDB. So this Spider benchmark assesses a model's ability to generate correct SQL queries from natural language input or text, execute them on the databases, and return accurate results. Spider uses a complex database schema and a diverse set of natural language questions and evaluates model using matrices such as exact match, execution accuracy, and result accuracy. And by testing a model's performance on Spider, you can be rest assured. And if you see here, Codestral has beaten CodeLlama, DeepSeek Coder, and Llama 370 billion by a wide margin. And the interesting bit is that look at the size of Llama 370 billion, whereas Codestral is only 22 billion, and still the human eval Python is amazing. And similarly on C++, the Llama 370 billion is just inching ahead, whereas for Bash, Codestral 1, Java Codestral amazing, PHP Codestral 1, and then TypeScript Llama 3.1, but C Sharp again Llama 3.1, but the margin of winning is not that huge. So, and look at the size. So this is simply amazing, and there are a lot of other benchmarking information on this page which you can check out. Okay, now before I proceed further, I wanted to give a big shout out to our good friends at Mast Compute who are sponsoring the GPU and the VM for this video. If you're looking to rent a GPU on affordable prices, then I would highly recommend Mast Compute. For this one, I'm using a GPU of 48 GB of VRAM and my memory is 32 GB. So I will drop the link to Mass Compute's website and also a discounted coupon code in video description. If you're looking to rent a GPU, I think they are the go-to. Okay, so now let me take you to my local tool, which is called as LM Studio, as you can see on your screen. So if you don't know what LM Studio is, I have done heaps of videos on LM Studio, so please search it out. Launch LM Studio. In the text box, type Codestral, press enter, and then you will see that various people have done some of the quantization. I already have downloaded this Q5KM. The size is just 15.7 gig, and this is the file which it has downloaded for model. Click on this 3 button and let's load the model. And once it is loaded, we are going to talk with it. A model is loaded here, and then on the right hand side, let's offload the GPU. And also I'm just going to set this preset, this one, to Mistral. Let me find quickly. I'll just go with Mistral instruct. And now let's reload our model. Model is loaded, and now let's test it out on various languages. First one, I'm going to check it out on SQL. So if you look at it, what I'm asking it, that write a SQL query to find the top 3 customers with the highest total order value, considering only orders made in last 6 months and excluding customers from USA region. So let's see. So this is the beauty of this model, that first it tells you what it is going to do, then it does it, which means that it has written a query, and then it gives you the synopsis that what it has done. So amazing stuff. So if I read quickly the query, you see it is saying region is not equal to USA, and then also it is giving the date range and using the group by clause. Amazing stuff. And then it is even went ahead and given the value of descending order. Amazing stuff. Okay, so let's check out a Python code, and I'm going to test this model from various angles on various languages. So let's check out Python. So let it print the code, and then we will see what it has done. So the ask was implement a Python function to find the longest common substring between two given strings using dynamic programming. Let's see. So you see there is a Python function which has defined, and it has called its longest common substring. Looks correct to me. And then it is simply using a for loop to go into it. You see it has a 2-dimensional matrix it has defined, and then it is extracting it, and then it has also given you how to use it. How good is that? And now let's test out this code which the model has generated. So this is my VS code. I have just copy pasted the function which the model has generated, and then similarly model has asked us to test it like this. So we are looking for a longest common string, and if you look at closely, this is the common string, this, and this is the common substring in these two strings. So let me run it and see how it works. There you go. So you see it has written as ABCD. The model has written perfectly correct code. Amazing stuff. Okay, now let's try out if another language. I'm just going to ask the model to write me a bash script to automate the process of backing up a directory to an external drive. Let's see. And it is checking a lot of things, if external drive is mounted or not. So let's wait for it to come back. So the question was that not only write a bash script, but check if external drive is mounted, time step, backup folder, copy the directory, verify the backup integrity. So if you look here, it is defining the variables, checking the drive is mounted, creating the backup folder, and verifying the backup integrity. How good is that? Let's try out one more. So I'm asking it to write a Scala program to implement a simple parser. There you go. How good is that? So simple parser for basic arithmetic, and it is still generating it. And if you are a Scala developer, you can appreciate that the code looks spot on. It is defining all the classes, objects, and this is a parse expression. Look at the quality of the code. And it is defining the parser for all the use cases. Amazing stuff. Okay, in the next test, I am asking it, I have just given it a class in Java and I'm asking it to complete the code to calculate a 10% salary. So let's suppose there was a developer who was working on this code and he just left it in the middle. It's an incomplete code. So let's see if model can complete it so that we don't have to hire another developer. There you go. How good is that? I seriously believe that developers need to reinvent themselves because development jobs are real in jeopardy, in my humble opinion, the way it is going at the moment. Anyway, but amazing model. You can see that it has passed all the tests with flying colors. So that's it, guys. Let me know what do you think. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you're already subscribed, then please share it among your network as it helps a lot. Thanks for watching.